Get home bag is exactly what it sounds like. It's a bag with the things that you need to get home from wherever you are if things go south. That means if you can't drive, the roads are blocked, there's EMP, whatever the case may be, a natural disaster blocking the roads. If you need to get home from where you've gone, what things will you need to get you there? It's not a live forever bag, it's not a bug out forever bag. It's the things that you need to get from where you are back to your home. It's as simple as that. Here's what's in mine. So this is the bag that I've chosen to use. It's a company called Highland Tactical. I actually got it as a gift. It's just a nice, well-built bag, about the right size, with some outside pockets on it and decent straps for carrying. Pick whatever bag is comfortable for you that fits your stuff. There's not really a whole lot to worry about other than making sure it's rugged enough to hold up to the use you have intended for it. All right, let's go through it and see what I got in it. In this pocket here on the very front, I keep my important documents, my credentials, my passports, if I have air tickets, anything that I need to access for my travels, I'll put in here. I also threw in a pack of playing cards because I realized that I didn't have anything in here of an entertainment nature. I thought, cards are quick and easy to pack. You can play solitaire, you can play with other people. Anyway, a little something for entertainment. My documents goes in this pocket. Directly behind that, in this big pocket, I have my first aid kit. Now I actually just got a new kit. This is a TFAC, the trauma first aid kit from My Medic. I literally just got this a couple days ago. I'm really excited about it. I put a flashlight on it. It's got gloves, some quick clot, pressure dressing. I put some band-aids in it. I have some moleskin in here because we're going to be walking with this thing, so I want to make sure that I have blister protection. You've got a chest seal, some gauze, a pair of shears, some saline for flushing out. I have a tourniquet in here. I need to actually repack this properly, but there's a tourniquet in here. Just your basic stuff for mostly bleeding control, a little bit of miscellaneous patching yourself up stuff. I also should say that I had planned on having two get-home bags, one for air travel and one for regular travel, but I found that there's only a couple of things that are different between the two. So if I'm going on a car trip or just around town, I'll put a few things in it. If I'm going by air, I'll carry this as my carry-on, but I'll switch out some things in it. So I'll go through those as we get to them. Also in the first aid pouch, I have a set of shears. These ones are from X Shear. I did a little bit of research. These are a really reputable shear. I like these because when I fly, you can't have a knife, obviously. So this takes care of a lot of the cutting tasks that you would use a knife for. And you can carry scissors onto an airplane, believe it or not, as long as it's less than 4 inches from here to here. So a short pair of scissors like this, no problem at all. I have not flown with these yet, but I don't anticipate any trouble. I'll let you know if I do have any. But a nice pair of shears to kind of mitigate the failure of having no knife. And also, they're handy even if you do have a knife. And then the other thing I carry in here, two more things. I carry a Silcock key. What this is if you're in an urban environment and you need to access water spigots on the outside of buildings, a lot of times the handles are gone. These keys are specifically made to turn the valve stems on faucet handles on the outsides of buildings. It's a small, fairly lightweight item, and it could be very useful if you're trying to get water inside of an urban environment. I also carry this rapid rescue tool from SOG. This is designed as a seatbelt cutter, and it can cut twine and cordage, and it's useful for a few other cutting tasks. It's another thing I carry to mitigate not having a blade when I'm flying. This has been through security numerous times, never been pulled out and looked at. Nobody seems to care. I would say something like this, put it in your bag, don't put it in your pocket if you're going through a security checkpoint. I will take it out of the bag and put it in my pocket once I get into the airport, but the more things are in your pockets, the more likely they are to get attention. And the more attention they get, the more likely they are at TSA will take them, because it is up to officer discretion. There's no hard and fast set, you can bring this, you cannot bring that. It's up to the agent's discretion. So that's another thing I carry in mitigation, not being able to carry a blade sometimes. In this top outside pocket, I keep the stuff that I need access to at the airport or in traveling, stuff that I use fairly regularly. It's got a nice, good sized pocket for it. I got my power bank in here. I like the ones with the solar panel, even though they're real slow charging. This extends your life a little bit. But I got a power bank in there. And I have cords for the various things that I'm charging are in there as well. I keep 2 lights in there. This one's just a little clip-on LED and a headlamp. Both of these are rechargeable. I'll always have these wax pellets and a ferro rod in there. I've had no trouble at all with those in security. But if I'm around town, I'll have a little more robust fire kit. This will be in there. Instead, I'll pack it inside the main compartment. And I got waterproof matches in there. I have a ferro rod and some wax pellets in there. And I have a couple other different types of fire starters tucked away in here as well. So I'll have a fire kit in there if I'm not flying. I also carry a wrap of paracord in there. As you know, paracord is super useful. A million uses for this. I don't need to tell you what paracord is. But I carry about 25 feet of paracord wrapped up in that pocket. And I have a survival blanket in there as well. Just because it's a handy shelter. It's handy for keeping you warm. It's just an all-around useful item. Very small, easy to pack. So I'll carry a survival blanket. All right. Moving on to the inside of the bag. I have a pocket in this one that I use for putting my laptop in if I'm carrying my laptop. If I'm not carrying my laptop, I also have an Uberleben twig stove in there. The reason for this is if I'm around town or on a road trip or regular, not going through airport security, I carry this cooking kit with me. It's got a stainless steel pot. It's got cups in it. And in that, I'll carry a small folding gas stove. And this is my preferred method of boiling water or cooking on the road. But it does require small canisters of gas. And obviously you can't carry small canisters of gas onto an airplane. So this is right out if I have to go on an airplane. That's where this Uberleben stove comes in. This is a twig stove designed to burn twigs and various burnable debris. It comes with 4 sides, a bottom, and a grill, and it stacks up. It looks a little something like this when it's put together, and you can make a fire using any flammable debris that you find around you, and it'll boil water pretty quickly. I'm going to do a whole nother video on this guy at some point in the very near future where I'm actually going to set it up and light it and boil some water for you, so keep an eye out for that. But it folds nice and flat, goes through airport security, no problem at all because it's just a few pieces of steel. And this is my go-to for cooking in my get-home bag when I don't have the ability to carry my little gas stove. I keep it in there anyway because it's small, and if I do run out of gas, this will still obviously function. Finally, in the main compartment of the bag, I keep a number of things. Now, I don't fill this bag all the way up. I leave room in it so that I can use it for carry-on. The various things you put in there on your regular carry-on can still fit in here. I don't want it stuffed full. If I find something on the road I want to carry with me, I want to have room to put it in there. Also, there's no need for it to be stuffed full with everything and heavy. You're going to have to carry this for a long ways sometimes. What's not in here right now is a change of clothing. I usually will have at least 1 pair of pants, 1 shirt, and several pairs of good hiking socks inside this bag. In the wintertime, you want to make sure you have things like a warm jacket, a sweatshirt, and clothing appropriate for that, although you can wear a lot of that on your person as opposed to carrying it in your bag. So, inside the bag, I have my spit kit. This was a lesson learned the hard way, believe it or not. First couple times I carried this, I didn't have these things in it. And all this is just your toiletries, your toothpaste, toothbrush, things of that nature. I have some Advil, some toenail clippers, Q-tips. It's just your toiletries bag. But I didn't think to put that in there the first time, and I got stranded between flights a couple of times without my check bag. I didn't have that. I also added into that bag a small sewing kit that I got off of Amazon. It's just similar to what they issue you in the military and boot camp or whatever, with needles, thread, small scissors, some buttons, some safety pins. But I did find one time I ended up not working where I thought I was going to work, and I had to repair my pants with paracord, and it did not work out very well. So I bought a small sewing kit to throw in there to carry with me. So I'm a big fan of using smaller pouches inside your big pouch to keep things organized. So that's my spit kit. In this bag, I just have a variety of miscellaneous items that I might find useful. I have another flashlight. This one is AA batteries. I don't want everything to be all rechargeable or all batteries in case I can't get batteries or I can't get something recharged. That way I have both options. I have a lighter. It's all on the outside of the kit. Inside of it, I have a variety of different things. These are compressed paper towels. I really like them. They're small, easy to use. I got a sharpening stone. I have a P38 can opener because you want to be able to open cans, obviously, if you come across them for food. That has not been through security yet. We'll see if that survives or not. I have a whistle in case you get lost. I need to signal somebody. I have electrolytes because you're going to be working physically, sometimes harder than you thought you were going to. I have water purification tablets. I have spare batteries for the flashlight. And I may find myself adding other small things in here too as time goes on. It's sort of a possibles bag, just a miscellaneous catch-all for various things that you might find useful on the road. A lot of you know I love these Grail bottles. I carry one with me all the time. I've used it actually in a hotel room more than anything. When I've had layovers unexpected where I can just filter the hotel water and get that hotel chemically treated water taste out of it and just get pure water to drink. But I would also use this on the road as my on the move method of purifying water to drink. So I always carry a Grail bottle in there. I have another P38 tied here just in case I lose the first one or it breaks. And then in this pouch, I carry just one freeze-dried meal. You could certainly carry more. It's just in almost every situation, I'm either 20 or 25 miles from home, or I'm several hundred or 1,000 miles from home, and I just can't carry enough food. So I just accept that I'm going to have to figure out food supply en route. I have one meal just to buy me some time to get that figured out, but I'll carry that in there. Have more cordage because you cannot have enough cordage. Rope, useful. And I'll carry a proper water filter. This again is because I anticipate potentially having a long walk back home from wherever it is that I am. A lot of times the way my life is set up, I'm a long way from home. And having something you can filter a large amount of water through, it's very useful. It'd be more of for filling multiple bottles at a time. But this is a small filter, a VFX all-in-one filter. I got this as a gift, and I really like it. It's super efficient, it's super fast, and it's got a really good review as far as being able to filter out contaminants from water. So I have a small water filter in there too. And finally, I have this, this is my shelter solution for short-term temporary shelter. This is from a company called Stealth Angel, and it is a really well-made product that was relatively inexpensive. These are $14 on their website, and it's essentially a repop of the military issue ponchos. It's perfect for as poncho for rain gear. It also has snaps and grommets sewn into it, so you can make a shelter out of it. You can use it for a ground cloth, and it folds up nice and small into this little bag. They're just, for the money, really well made. They're light, they're easy to carry. I think this is a great shelter solution. It doesn't take up as much room as a tent, and it just fits right in this little pocket right here. The last thing that I carry in it that I don't carry obviously on the airplane is I like to carry a small hatchet. I think a hatchet is a really useful tool. It's got a hammer side, it's got a blade side. You can use it for fabricating things, and in a pinch you can use it as a weapon. They're a little heavy. A lot of people don't like them because of that, but a small one like this with a 1 or 2 pound blade is an incredibly useful tool if you're living on the road. Obviously, you can't fly with this. So that's the last item that sometimes is in there, sometimes is not. Your get home bag is the bulk of your get home stuff, but what you carry on your person, your everyday carry stuff, is also part of that setup. Some things I have in my person at all times, unless I'm flying, include my pocket knife, my fixed blade knife, and this little guy that I just got. This is a Gerber MP600 bladeless multi-tool. I got the bladeless version because of flying. Supposedly this is TSA compliant if you take the saw off it, which is, it just clips right out. We'll see. I haven't flown with it yet. I'm hoping they don't take it. Cost almost $100. So, but this has a lot of multi-tool stuff on it, and when I'm flying, it will actually go in its pouch inside the bag. I wouldn't try and bring anything through on your person that you can't just put in your bag where maybe they won't even see it and it won't raise any red flags. But this should be allowed through. But when I'm not flying, it's on my belt. When I am flying, it's in my get home bag. I carry a lighter with me at all times. I don't smoke anymore, but I still carry a lighter, just so I always have some source of fire. All kinds of things, you know, your ferro rods and all those fun stuff, they're great. But if you can do it easy, do it easy. And the easiest way is with a lighter. I carry a comb because I have a beard and a lot of hair. That goes in my pocket. And then also I always have, of course, my wallet and some cash with me. You gotta think about having some cash, preferably in small bills. So I'll have that in my pocket as well. On top of that, I wear a big, thick, firm leather belt. It's good at supporting all that stuff, holds up your pants. When I'm traveling, I make sure I'm wearing appropriate clothing for the season. If it's cold, I'm wearing warm clothes. If I'm not wearing it, I'll have it with me in the vehicle. I always have a hat. I always bring sunglasses. I always wear long pants and good hiking shoes when I'm traveling. If I am traveling around home and I'm wearing something else, dress shoes or cowboy boots or something like that, I'll make sure to have a pair of old hiking boots in the truck that I can change into if I do need to walk. When I fly somewhere, I'm wearing hiking boots, I'm wearing long pants, I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt, I'm wearing a hat, I'm wearing a belt. It's not as comfortable as flying in, say, a pair of sweats and some flip-flops, but I guarantee if something happens during that flight, you either have a layover in a place you didn't expect, or God forbid it goes down, or you get stuck like on 9/11 or from an EMP or something like that, and you cannot get home by air and you got to go on foot or by car, you're going to be glad you have appropriate clothing. It's not that hard to do. Just wear the right clothing, wear the right shoes, or bring the right shoes with you so you're not stuck wishing that you had something besides flip-flops and you got to walk 150 miles back to your house. One thing about your bags and your kits is they're never finished. It's always a work in progress. I'll probably change this one. I'll probably put things in, take things out. If I ever have to use it, I guarantee it'll be lessons learned. But we can skip that by pooling our knowledge. So if you have any experience with your get home bag, any ideas, any suggestions, anything I'm missing or getting wrong, throw it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. It's nice to be able to have a discussion about this as a group, because all of us together are no more than any one of us. All right, that's all I got for now. Until later, stay safe, stay ready.